So Wuthering Waves has a massive problem at the moment, and I haven't really seen anyone talking about it. There has been a few content creators that have kind of, lightly touched on it, but I've never seen anyone actually fully talk about this in detail. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about Wuthering Waves adverts. If you don't know, on this channel, I talk about adverts to do with Wuthering Waves quite a bit, and just how much they've improved compared to their previous games. And I mean, the release of Wuthering Waves has been really great. I mean, the adverts were really nice. They've been quite creative. I mean, this is an advert that they put up on Times Square, and they've rented quite a few screens up here, which is pretty amazing, and they've posted it all over their Twitter and stuff. But you might be asking, well, why is this a problem? You just showed us an example of advertising. I mean, they are advertising, so what's actually the problem here? Well, this is mostly to do with the recent trailer for Yinlin. Now, the Yinlin trailer has been absolutely amazing. I just want to say it was really good. I mean, the design of it was super amazing. I mean, I'll just go through it quickly here. There was just a ton of super nice scenes, and this transition was especially really nice, and it kind of gave me a little bit of like a Kafka kind of trailer, similar feel, because I don't know, I think they're like kind of similar characters in my mind, and especially with the music and just the overall quality of the trailer, they were super similar. So this is really great, and I definitely think this trailer will entice more people to pull on Yinlin. But where Wuthering Waves went wrong with this was the timing. Now, if you can see down here, this was uploaded 7 hours ago, which was pretty much the time that Yinlin came out, like in the game. So they released the trailer at exactly the same time that Yinlin's banner was released, and I just wanted to talk about it because I don't think this is a very good marketing plan, and honestly it could affect Wuthering Waves in the future, as releasing trailers literally at the same time as the character comes out wouldn't be very good for people, new to the game or who don't really follow the game. Now obviously there are people like me who keep up with pretty much everything Wuthering Waves, like I'll know if something's happening within like 20 minutes of it happening, but like there's a lot of people out there who don't really follow what's going on, but kind of every now and again see a little bit of news or see a little trailer or something like that, who won't ever see something like this. And if they do, it will probably be way too late. I mean, if you release a trailer now, like 7 hours ago, someone might not see that for a couple days, and then all of the hype for Yinlin's died down, so they might not even pull for her. And if we look at previous games examples, I know I do this a lot, but if we look at Genshin Impact and Honkai Star and their adverts, they always release them, a few days earlier, or maybe a day before. I think Honkai does it a day before. I think Genshin does too, but they do it like a couple days before and also a week before, which is super nice because it allows people to see this and, see it early and get it trending and get it in the algorithm before the character comes out. Whereas if you release a trailer like this, although it could do better in the future, at the moment it's only at 157,000 views. Now, I mean, that's pretty good, but again, I don't think it's anything amazing, especially for a character trailer, because obviously it takes time. I mean, yes, this viewership will probably go up in the future, probably to the millions, because she is a very popular character, but the views aren't going to be as high because it needs time to cook, pretty much. And so if they released it like a day or two earlier, they could get those views up. People will be recommended it more, and honestly it'll probably be recommended more on people's feeds on the day of release than it would uploading it on release. So again, it's kind of like a misplay from Wuthering Waves here, and I definitely think if they were to upload this trailer earlier, they'll get a lot of players super excited for this character, and I think that's just like rule number one of advertising. You want to get people excited for things coming out in the game, and to do that, you've got to tease things early rather than releasing a trailer literally the day before. Now, you may be thinking, well, that's still not a problem, but I just want to bring this up, is that the last time we ever heard about Yinlin was on the 10th of May, which was almost a month ago. We almost heard about her a month ago, and if we scroll through their Twitter here, we don't hear about her, we don't hear about her, we don't hear about her, she's still not there. We've got pre-release stuff for Chang-Li and things like that, still haven't heard about her. We've got one bit of art there, okay? I mean, that's still not about her though, it's about the release of the game. Just keep going, nothing. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much a trend, it just keeps going. And then we've got the notice here, which was whenever they actually announced that the banner was coming out early and that Yinlin was coming to the game early. And yeah, they still didn't release anything before that, and still nothing until literally the day before the release, whenever they, pretty much gave us all the information we need to know about the banner. So again, they've waited until the day before to release all this stuff, and they've also released this profile reveal, which was uploaded on the day of release. It was 7 hours ago, and honestly, this is something, especially this post, this is something that you need to upload like the day before or a few days before, because as I said, it gets people excited. You give them a little teaser of what the character does. It's not like you're essentially giving away any kind of like confidential information, because we've already played her in the beta test. And yeah, it would just be much better for marketing if you like managed to space this out a lot more, because pretty much what Kuro Games have done here is put all the advertising in the course of about like 2 days, rather than stretching it out for like a week, because a week would be good, 2 weeks would be good, even like a month. Like if you were to put some like really early stuff, you know, like obviously we got the drip marketing super early, but maybe some earlier stuff, then maybe more people will come over and actually pull this character. Because if people see this maybe like a week before or a few days before, then they're gonna make plans to maybe pull for this character. Because if you release a trailer on the day, like not everyone knows that this character is coming out on this day or this time or whatever. So people are gonna go and do something else, whether that's, you know, work or, you know, go out somewhere, and they're gonna forget that this is even happening until the date of release, and they're outside and they check the phone, they're like, oh wait, this character's out. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, it's kind of funny to think about, because yes, not everyone who plays this game, you know, plays this game a lot. Like, I know there's a lot of content creators, including myself, that play it a lot. As I said, I will know whenever everything's going on. But yes, there's a lot of people who just casually play the game and won't really know about releases and won't really know about when stuff is coming out or upcoming characters or anything like that. And this is where spacing out the advertising comes in, because it allows the person to get into their head that, hey, Yinlin's coming out on this date, be prepared for it, and, you know, make plans to, you know, play the character or whatever. And uploading it on the day is just kind of like, boom, it's here, okay, that's done, next character kind of thing. If it feels a little bit too quick, and I hope that in the future, Wuthering Waves improves this kind of advertising scheduling, because there's also another sentiment that was going around the community quite a lot, especially between content creators, which was, where is the Yinlin preview? Like, there was a lot of people commenting on posts and commenting on Twitter or whatever, saying, where is the preview? People were asking where it was, and it still wasn't out. So people were like expecting this a day earlier, and they just never saw it. So hopefully we see a change in this soon with the newer characters, maybe the Changli banner, the Jinshi banner. But again, we're just gonna have to wait and see what they do, and hopefully they don't follow the same path as Punishing Grey Raven. As I said, Punishing Grey Raven didn't really have much great advertising. They didn't advertise it too much, and honestly, I really hope that they don't fall down the same path, because obviously it's the same studio, so they could easily just do the same thing and not change anything. But I don't think there's enough people complaining about this for them to make a change yet. So this is one of the big reasons why I'm making a video on this, because I definitely want people to know that, you know, this is a big problem, especially for gaining new players, gaining casual players, and even spending on the game, because it improves the game for everyone. And I think just, you know, having a schedule just, you know, helps everyone out. Like, it helps the game out because they get more money. I mean, it helps us out because we know whenever a character is coming out rather than knowing like on the day. And also with that extra money, they can improve the game with it. So yeah, all around, it's a super good thing. I just wanted people to be aware of this advertising stuff, because if Wuthering Waves follows in the footsteps of games like Honkai Star and Genshin, who do this stuff kind of early and have had massive banners previously. I mean, you know, remember the Raiden Shogun banner? That was a massive banner. And Genshin teased that super early and kept adding different trailers and different gameplay showcases and stuff like that to their social media, and people were just super excited. So again, it just helps to build up that hype for a character and make a character seem that much more important and that much more like must pullable. Because if you're seeing a lot of this content, especially even if it is from Wuthering Waves, people are gonna think, whoa, I kind of have to pull on this character. They seem like a pretty big deal if they're being advertised as much. So there's going to be more people that are going to pull on this character, just like purely seeing more of them about. And yeah, it will just help revenue in general. So yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, I just think this was a big issue that I wanted to touch on. And let me know in the comments if you think this is an issue, or do you think that the timing is fine and that they should release it on the release day? Because maybe I'm completely wrong and that this advertising technique is fine, but honestly, I really think that they should be doing it a little bit earlier on. Yeah, also don't forget to go to gamersubs.gg and use my code Kaza. It will be down in the description. And yeah, just get yourself a nice cup, or maybe some of the newer flavors that they've dropped. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. That's all. See ya.
Hands up, embrace who you wanna be. We're reaching heights unseen.